Play this in the club. Put this in. Go into the clubs. Take all of the zoo. Go and take all of your Daft Punks and the Justices. Go and you get all that, get that shit, rip it and get it out of there. You know, Skrillex, get him out of there. Play this in the club. Play Dave Rogers' fucking hardstyle Deja Vu. Dang it, Dave Rogers. Okay. You gonna do a little marbles? I guess I'm gonna do some marbles. Here we go. LFG Marbles is brought to you by all of our lovely patrons over at patreon.com/LFGX and our subscribers here on Twitch, twitch.tv/Brycas, BRYCAS. Start that thing!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. This is the main event of the evening. The moment you've all been waiting for. It's time! Introducing your host, Bryce, the Marvel Machine, Castillo.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the League of Fun Games Marbles, LFG Marbles. That is, it is week 7. We are here nearing the end of an exciting season 13. The top of the timing table has changed again, folks. Archeron is defending on 353 points, but Captain Jack Callison and Rissi are still in the hunt as protagonists of this season 13. Let's get into our first race this evening. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to LFG Marbles. This is a physics-based game where all of you are going to get marbles with your name on it here in the live chat. We're going to go through 16 plus 1 races this evening. We'll start a timer in just a moment, but all you got to do is type !play into the chat, get a marble with your name on it, just like everyone else has already done while waiting for the stream to get started. Hello, everybody. It's October 16th, 2025. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. We're already halfway through October, almost completely done with season 13. And then we got Halloween coming up. I guess I need to figure out an easy cosplay that I can do for the Halloween stream, right? Like just a wig or just a wig and a shirt, something easy. Something easy. I really don't. I'm not a Halloween costumer girly. IMO. 66 seconds to join us, folks. Last chance to join us in our first race. You're going to have to do this every race. Type !play into the chat just like everyone else has done it. When you hear those chimes, that's the reminder. Time to chime, time to chat. We're here in our first race this evening. We have the Pixels Raceway, the high-speed drag strip style track. Really high intensity, high excitement. A great opening track for our bounty of races this evening. Who the hell let it be October 6th? That's what I'm saying, Captain Jack. That's what I'm saying. Join us, folks. But the weather just started to turn here in Austin. It's funny, they've got F1 this weekend, but the F1 officials have declared that Austin is a heat hazard, and so the teams will have to install some specialty air controlling devices. All right, folks, it's time for the first race of the evening on Top Pixels Raceway. 17 races ready, registered, and they are off. We're following Jake Schneider off of pole position here on this high-speed drag strip style track. Jake, with a little bit of commentator's curse, slow to fall down to drop. It looks like, could it be Bright Kaz, Archeron, Callison, and Captain Jack, Judy Bootybot, and more? First off the block here on the Pixels Raceway. Skip to the backside here. There's Martin and Colin pulling up the rear as Archeron leads. Challenged by musical chemist and Callison going out of those tires and a bunch of other types of debris you'll see all evening. Need to get hit enough by someone so you gotta get toppled or cracked, and then usually we'll have to wait for them to despawn or in the case of the tires, actually move out of the way, though these will also despawn as well. Callisen overtaking. There's Captain Jack and Ken Wharf. Risky on the side having a look. If you can believe it, the best way to get through these speed bump sections is to go on the side and not even have to do those bumps. Equalizing at the end of the straight here. Ooh! Callisen seems to be leading. Another J. Martin Bike has, and oh, there's Ken Wharf with a skeleton overtaking. Oh my goodness. Incredible overtake from Ken Wharf. A huge gap built now to yours truly, along with Judy Bootybot and Lead Win, Archeron, Malvinius. Time for another set of tires. Oh, that's a quick one from Ken Wharf. Judy and Archeron tripping off all of the rest of the rubbers. Judy escaping. The rest of them are making it past the tires. These are cold tires, so every second counts. Ken Wharf with a direct bonk, having to go backwards even, losing some time, and then losing the speed you would need to burst through the single tires. And it's a huge pileup. Everyone is piled up right here. All of your racers are in one big pile. They are now flooding through the speed bumps. Ken Wharf and Archeron fighting for first place into the final stretch. Oh, some tire attacking. It's a scrimmage as they're all trying to find the way through. Captain Jack having a look, but getting stopped by the tires. It's Judy Bootybot taking the win. 1 minute on the red clock here. Ledwin and Colin on the podium. Everyone is filing in very, very quickly. Just long enough for me to hit the slow motion. There we go! Congratulations go to Judy Bootybot, your winner alongside Ledwin and Colin J. Crawford. The podium here on race number 1, the Pixels Raceway. Top 10 rounded out by 4th place, Duke McAwesome leading Ken Wharf, Jake Schneider, musical chemist Cal SN34 leading Vaugh and Cheesy Popcorn in 10th place. 17 entered in. Oh my dog. All 17 of them finished at 17th place. Archeron 42 in that last place point. Because we do give away a point for last, if you can believe it. Let's set up another track. Race number 2 loaded up now. The amusing blinking comeback, our first community level this evening. Got a bunch of community levels loaded up for you with the peppering of official levels. Join us. !Mark plays, which you type in the chat to get a marble with your name on it. Hello, folks. I got fooled. Collectively, many people got fooled over the past week. There's a guy on TikTok who I started following. What's his name? Show Tools AI. And he's been getting some heat on TikTok because he posts these videos showing like, hey, can you tell if this is AI or not? I'm gonna show you. You can look at this. This is a sign. This is a sign. This is a sign. And he's been blown up. He's been doing a lot. They're well made. Very cool. Swiping through one day, and I see this great clip. This funny clip of this little Asian girl in like a park, and she walks up to this yellow like toy, this little yellow metal toy thing. It's like a metal ball on a spring, but the ball is like the size of a child head, if you can believe it. And she goes up to it, and she kind of pulls it back a little bit. She lets it go, and if you can believe it, she leans forward and smashes her face when it comes and springs back to her. Oh my god, it's so funny. It's so cute. And look, kids, it's the best kind of humor. A child hurting themselves in a way that likely won't cause any long-term disability. Then this guy makes a video saying, "Oh, I bet you saw this video of the cute Asian kid bumping their head on the thing. You got by AI. You got by AI." And he's pointing at this, look at this, and he's pointing at this, look at this, and he's pointing at this, and he's look at this. And I go, oh my god, I got. that later that day, I see him again. I've been seeing him a lot on my feed. See him again. I gotta apologize. I made a mistake. It's like he's speed running, being a TikTok micro celebrity to the point of like already having to apologize because he got it wrong. And I guess he got it wrong. And there were a lot of things that I certainly believed it. He's saying a lot of the other posts on the account were AI generated content, and there were some parts of it that looked fake, but there are also plenty of things that were like explainable by AI upscaling or AI image processing that may not have affected the fact that it was real. And so now what? Now I got twice? Now I got twice? This guy gets got once, I get got twice? I want a refund. I want a refund of my time and money and energy. Clearly a lot of time I want to get back to. Vaugh, Captain Jack, and Callison leading here on race number 2. We are off here on the amusing blinking comeback. Then a power shoulder for the level. Our racers are storming through this clock face. FLS and Malvinius 4 and 5, Judy Bootybutt, Archer and Ken, and another J Martin, Jake Schneider, Cheesy Colin, Riss, and more as they are filing through 18 racers. 2 DNFs already. Cab Jack leading up through the elevator into oh no, it's a funny number. Funny number 69. Which is funnier, 69 or 67? Post in the chat. And then also, what was the number 1 song in your high school on the radio in your high school? Vaugh leading Sun. How did Vaugh? Maybe Vaugh got a portal or something. But a hugely bad line through that cross, overshot and wasted a bunch of time on the track. As Vaugh is trying to just take this advantage home. Oh my goodness! Into the final stretch now. Vaugh into the mill. Look at this gap to Callison in second place. This will be an easy one for Vaugh. Callison, Ledwin, and Captain Jack in the distance. 2:21 on the clock as Vaugh brings it home, crosses the checkered flag. Callison and Ledwin in the final stretch here. Whoa, where are we? Okay, sorry, we got a little lost here. They're coming from the right. Callison and Ledwin both in the mills now. Malvinius, Jake, Colin, Judy. There's a bit of a time tax here to get in at the end. 69 is funnier. 69 is dead. But we all know 69 is better. Hashtag rigged. Okay. 30 seconds now as we're trying to get a top 10, folks. Not just the last place, so we could certainly help. Certainly do that. 20 seconds now. Looks like it could be Cheesy Popcorn to get 10th place. Ken and Duke trying to bank it. Who can bank it in last? I think it'll be Ken Wharf with plenty of time. 9, 8, 7, 6. There we go. Yo. Congratulations go to Vaugh, your winner, alongside Cal SN and Colin J. Crawford for race number 2, the amusing blinking comeback. Thinking a power shoulder for the level. Top 10, rounded out by 4th place. Ledwin, leading on Jake Schneider, Malvinius, Judy Bootybutt, another J Martin on 8th, Red Hat Jesse, and Cheesy Popcorn in 10th. Skipping over Duke McAwesome, we go down to Ken Wharf in 12th place, in that last place point. Shout out to Ken, and got to see a lot of Frankie's in chat, even for Duke McAwesome, who did finish the race, but is going to get 0 points. No points for you. None points. All right, let's load up our next track. Load it up now for race number 3. Here we are for number 3, the glowing Ascension Kaleidoscope. Thank the Lord Zolly for the level. Join us, exclamation play. Switch chat in the chat to get a marble with your name on it. I've been seeing another interesting story on TikTok There was a young woman, Leah Bia, on TikTok, who she bought her textbook for college, an anatomy textbook that her professor had written, and she opened it up and looked at the diagrams, and if you can believe it, the diagrams were wrong, mislabeling being the big problem, but just some very strong, very basic inconsistencies. And it does seem like the professor used generative AI to make a textbook about anatomy, something that we've known for hundreds of years. And now I think she's getting overwhelmed by the internet, because it's a very juicy story. It's kind of the thing that people who are AI skeptics would really be attached to. And she had a few updates of taking a test and then using the diagrams from the book against the test to show, like, well, the fucking book is wrong. You tested, you did the and I feel bad for her, because it seems like it's overwhelming her, because she's posting a fucking lot. She's posting a lot, and it's not like today I went and talked to the provost and we did this, and we'll be back with another update when, something actually happens in fucking 10 weeks time. It's like, is there an update on the book today? No. Is there an update on the book today? No. And a bunch of memes and some trends. Like, I think it seems like she's overwhelmed and trying to take it in stride. And also, like, you don't need to be content pilled about it. I mean, I know that you lean on the content pillness of it, then you can attract more attention to your cause and to your issue. But also, like, girl, if there's no updates, just like let it be. Let us know when there's a lot of updates, I guess. Because it's a real thing. If this is a real thing, which it seems like it is, I would definitely love to know that dude, I don't know, has to pay you back. That's my bare minimum. Your professor needs to pay you back. That is the only and most ideal outcome at the moment, is that your professor pays you back for giving you a bad book, and everybody else. I don't need him to get charged. I don't need him to get hung up. I don't need him to get strung up. I don't need him to get tarred and feathered. You give him the money back. And I think that's pretty good. You wrote the book bad. Give me at least my money back. And because it's a textbook too. Those textbooks are fucking expensive. Even digitally, I'm sure. Probably more so on digital, because it's not like you could buy a digital textbook. I guess you can pirate a digital textbook. But then when are they going to do textbook DRM? Textbook DRM for the textbooks that have all the incorrect AI diagrams. The books work worse, and all the information's wrong now. It's wild. They just kind of seems like they're allowed to do whatever. All right, we've got a strong, if you can believe it, there's a bit of a fight here in our third race, the glowing Ascension Kaleidoscope. Kenworth and Captain Jack seem to be neck and neck going into tunnels of love of hell. Judy, Booty Bat, Cheesy Popcorn, Duke McAwesome, Musical Chemist in the background. 2:30 a lap so far. Captain Jack leading, dropping first into the hairbrush ahead of Ken Worf. Gonna make it into the little chamber pot here. Gotta drop into one of the test tubes to count the time. That's the win for Captain Jack. 1 minute on that big red clock as Ken Worf into the chamber pot, out of it now. And the skull gets into the test tube. That's a second place podium. Ken Worf, Musical Chemist, looking for third place. There it is. 45 seconds on that big red clock. Give her the money back. at the very least. That should be her entire thing. Give me my money back. I mean, obviously get rid of the book and throw the guy into the sun and whatever. There we go. Now the sun. Congratulations go to Captain Jack 913, your winner here on the glowing Ascension Kaleidoscope. Thank you to Lord Zali for the level, alongside Ken Worf and Musical Chemist. Your podium here on race number 3 today. Top 10, rounded out by 4th place. Jake Schneider, leading on Risk C. Judy Bootybot, Colin J. Crawford in 7th. 8th place, Bryke Has, leading Cheesy Popcorn and another J. Martin in 10th. Scrolling down, it's Vaugh in 15th place, getting that last place point. Shouty to Vaugh. We got to get a bunch of big Franker Z's for our DNF friends. DNF stands for Does Need Franker Z, if you can believe it. Can you? Ken Jack says, is that my first win all season? You know it's not. You know. Oh. Is it? Load up now for race number 4. Ken Jack, you got 4 wins this season. Settle down. You already got 4 wins. It's moving and shaking. You're moving and shaking a little bit. Back at the top of the timing table in the season 13 standings, Captain Jack moving up, defending champion. Load up now for race number 4, the Bronco Mama's Lucky Captivating Landslide. Thank you for the level. Join us! Exclamation mark plays, which chat with your name on it. I was on the Rage Select YouTube channel again this past week. We did a couple of videos on the new Battlefield 6. Those, I thought, we had a really good time recording those. I had a really fun time recording them. I went back and watched them. I thought they were funny. I thought I was funny. I thought it was on my game. To be honest, I thought it was on my game. And tomorrow I'm going to be back on the Rage Select podcast. So I have no idea what we'll be talking about, but I'm sure there'll be a lot going on. Hello. Yeah, little kitty cat person. Hello. But yeah, Battlefield 6 seems like a neat game. It seems like they're one of the companies that know how to make a big international military thriller, I think. They're able to kind of thread the needle of having an international threat that is kind of like they just managed to thread the needle on all of the thorny political concerns there would be, about, if you make a war game, you might, and you're like one of them $1 billion companies, you might think a couple of times about who the bad guy countries are in your game. Is there anyone more punished than the script writers for Battlefield 6 who are not allowed to use any real countries in the? It starts off in Georgia, and it did take us a second before we were talking about Western Europe, Eastern Asia. Which one is Georgia in? I don't know. We're here in the captivating landscape, a lucky one. 18 races ready, registered, and they are off for race number 4 tonight, going in the opening Plinko box. There was a bunch of tires on the track. The stewards dropped a bunch of tires on the track at the start of the race. I can't believe that. Our racers looking to go through the curly, just a really short curly straw, crazy straw. That's what there are. Not really a curly straw. It's more of a crazy straw. Judy Bootybot leading the popcorn. Jake and Jesse, Arkrun and Vaugh as racers are off here. Right, keep an eye. Where's our landslide? The captivating landslide. We'll keep an eye out for it. Judy leading here through the first sector. Pretty large gap here to Arkrun, Musical Chemist, and Colin. Cheesy and Vaugh having a look. A bunch of changes up in the back. More chaos in that back part of the pack. Judy's still leading on Archeron as Judy goes into the heart section, into the reservoir. Jumping up to the front now, Judy coming out of the reservoir. Archeron on her tail. Musical Chem is falling off the track now. First DNF of the race. Get some breakers in now for Archeron. By the way, we added some new emotes not too long ago. Feel free to check them out. Use them. We got some pretty fun. We got a Franker Z Pog face, which is great. I didn't see anyone having made one before. So that one's a Brightcast original. There's no AI on that one. That's all photoshopped, baby. I'm a Photoshop wizard. I was at one time a certified Photoshop wizard. In high school, they certified me as a Photoshop wizard. Well, Cheesy and Judy fighting for first place. They're on the same side. Oh my goodness! As they get around this turn, we're thinking this is getting a little bit of dog fight as Cheesy and Judy Bopper and both, Cheesy and Judy Booty Bot have a great line through the Heart Peach section. Clean in for Cheesy, breaking the dog fight really quick unless anyone else is on his tail. No! Breaking the dog fight really quick now, Cheesy. Popcorn, your race leader, 2:20 on the clock. Archeron and Vaugh next as the racers are trying to catch up going through the reservoir section. Just a little pump fight. Red Eye Jesse, but did I use a legit version of Photoshop? I did. Sorry, I did. I pay for that motherfucker. I pay for the motherfucker. Yes, I did. Capital YES. I pay for it. Fuck you. Not fuck you, but fuck you, Adobe. The royal you. The royal you, which includes Adobe. Cheesy Popcorn stopping on the track here, bumping on these stanchions. Archeron and Vaugh using that chance to catch up, try to break some of the gap. Vaugh and Archeron fighting for second place, but Cheesy Popcorn is going through the final stretch without any contest. That's a win for Cheesy Popcorn here on race number 4. Hitting you the hurry up music, 1 minute on the big red clock. Yowza, folks. Oh, Colin and Bryke has fallen off the track at the last second. Is this just this side just doesn't? What the fuck? Just this whole half doesn't. Does the finish box? The finish box doesn't move. Just half of the track. Just half of the track. No, hold on. The half of the track just drops you off into nothing. It kills you. Oh my god. Get me off screen. Congratulations go to Cheesy Popcorn, your winner alongside Vaugh and Archeron on the lucky captivating landscape. I don't think that's luck. Top 10 rounded out by Judy Bootybot leading Duke, Malvinius, Callis, and Jake Schneider led win, and another Jay Martin in 10th and last place, if you can believe it. That's right. Shouty had to do another Jay Martin. Let's get another track. Loaded. What's up, Geek Boy? I am still on ATX. Getting ready for the United States Grand Prix in I'll be starting in about 20 hours time. Load up for race number 5 now. Join us, exclamation mark players, Twitch tab and chat to Marvel with your name on it. I will be watching the Formula One race from home, I believe. There's like pop-ups and fan activation zones and stuff. They're pretty much merchandising opportunities, which is fine. But I don't think I'm gonna get much by going and buying some Williams shirts and using some sim rig. I'd go and use a sim rig all the time. Actually, I haven't gone to that sim rig place. I didn't go last month. Did I go the month before? Oh man, I need to cancel that subscription or just put it on pause or use it. I guess I should just use it actually. But 90 seconds to join us, folks. But the weather is going to be really great. But I We went last year, and it's fine, but it's also hot. And also, last year the race wasn't great. It wasn't great, and it was kind of a tough thing to watch. It's kind of a tough thing to watch if you're not positioned nicely in front of a screen and a loudspeaker. 1 minute to join us. Because if you're trying to listen, you either got to get the radio. That's the one thing you got to get the little Amex radio thing that they got. They're going to be handing them out. Get that motherfucking thing. Because you're trying to watch on F1 TV, and it's on a delay, and then it's fucked up because it needs to download it in 1080p. It's gotta get the video feed. They won't do you an audio feed. Fuck you if you want that. 30 seconds, folks. And then bring an umbrella. That's number 2. If you are in general in the GP section, bring an umbrella. And no one will care. It's fine. You're allowed to bring an umbrella. And you will not be able to buy one. That's the other thing. Sunglasses and umbrella. You won't be able to buy them at maybe an umbrella. Sunglasses. Maybe I'm trying to think. Maybe that wasn't F1. I know I was at Coda for MotoGP, or maybe it was WEC, and I could not, for the life of me, get. Oh yeah, it was WEC because I was doing the parade lap. No one sold sunglasses. Nope, just nowhere. Not at all. Not one of none. And they had. I want to say that it wasn't Ray-Ban, but there was like some sort of like glasses or sunglasses activation. There must have been. But you can't get them. You can't get them. All right, we're here on Vaugh's Lab. Race number 5 tonight. 19 racers are off. Already we got 4 DNFs, 5, 6 on the side of your screen. Ouch. As the racers are hitting the heat. Mixed with a little bit of lateral action on a unprotected part of the track. Risky pulling up the rear, successfully making it through. Duke McAwesome, the first one here onto this flat section. This section actually is a bit of a two-way. See, a racers can get dispensed over to this other section, which has a slightly different track configuration. See Geek Boy, FLS Carnage, and Duke McAwesome. Some of your front runners on that side. Musical Chemist on the near side. Duke keeps it on the track through that hot section. Geek Boy and FLS Carnage having a look as well. Geek Boy overtaking to the lead, beating Mechaholic's Local Ghost so far. Of course, those Local Ghosts are pretty optimal runs. Look at that. Ooh, getting a little lateral. Ooh, you got to watch out. Don't follow the track. There we go. Red Hat Jesse trying to catch up as Geek Boy is in the final stretch. Makes it out of that Steve. No chance to catch up. It is a win for Geek Boy MN. Just ahead of Red Hat Jesse in the final stretch with Brykaz looking for that podium. Yes, okay. Only Ken Worf in 4th place is still out on that track. 45 seconds. A lot of DNFs. This was a dangerous edition of Vaugh's Lab. Going at the elevator, coming out, and watch out for this. This is the part that you could lose it, Ken. Kept it on the track. Now deal with the Steves. Oh, a direct bonk, slowing down. Oh no, Ken overshot. That's all that they wrote. Congratulations to your top 3. Geek Boy MN, Red Hat Jesse, and Bry Cavs. Oh, hello. Your podium and top 3 for race number 5. Only 3 people finished. We need a ton of Franker Z's in the chat. And everybody else got a big DNF. Ow! Let's load up another track. Loaded up now for race number 6. The fiery, airy adventure. Join us! Exclamation mark play is what you type in the chat to get a marble with your name on it. Let's take a look at the standings after 5 races so far in the season. Captain Jack at one point was in the lead today, but Archeron is back on top with 364. Calisan just behind on 362. Captain Jack, defending season champion, 359 in third. Vaugh is catching up, 339. Receipt, 326. Red Hat Jesse with the gap to 304. FLS Carnage, last one in that 300 club. 300 points. How many points they've got? Find your stats at any time. Marbles.win. It's a website. Join us! Exclamation mark play is what you type for race number 6. The fire airy adventure. Thank you to Lexi Bexy for the level. Speaking about F1, the rumors are, the scuttle is that Apple is going to get the rights to the commercial broadcast rights for Formula One starting next year, taking that away from ESPN. There's a lot of chatter about what that's going to look like, because it sounds like Apple really wants to end access to F1 TV, the subscription that F1 already has in America. And potentially, who was it? Jason Snell at Six Colors made an argument that Apple's paying a premium over what ESPN was already paying for the broadcast, and Apple, in its most Apple-y, would want to use this as a chance to take their tech and take their cameras and try to integrate them into the F1 product. But what is that going to mean for people who want to watch the race? They need to get the app. 5 seconds now for race number 6. You don't need an app for this. I guess you need the Twitch app to watch this. They are already revving it off for race number 6. 18 races making it in the opening Plinko now. Not to mention, now it's not Apple TV Plus, it's Apple TV on the Apple TV app, on the Apple TV 4K device. Red Hat Jesse and Duke McAwesome leading as musical chemist Ledman and FLS Crunch and yours truly pull up the rear. Buff, Red Hat, and Ken Worf speeding up the elevator now, so much so that Buff gets shot backwards a little bit here. This is a very violent, high-speed track. Look at this, super duper slow hamster ball of hell. FLS leading out of it. Jake and who'll be third, Judy Bootybot, as the rest of the racers start to file out. Ooh, into the gloop. Gloop bump for everyone. FLS Carnage, one of the first ones into the funnel here, trying to make it out. You got to break that centrifugal force, folks. Stuff says, I hope not. F1 TV has been really useful. Now if Apple assumes the tech and makes it more reliable and useful, I could get on board. But I'm also a freak and use multi-viewer each weekend. Not to mention, speaking about multi-viewer, right? F1 TV just had a change where if you wanted to use all of the multi-viewer, you needed to get F1 TV Premium. So you had all of the screen licenses to do multi-viewer. You know, that they've been putting so much work into the F1 TV product over these ESPN years that it's kind of a shame. It would be a shame if that F1 TV product had to compete with an Apple commentary product, or have to continue to compete with like Sky's UK coverage. Like I love David Croft, but I haven't really listened to David's version of the broadcast in a while. I think F1 does it a little better. Judy Bootybot, a decisive lead over FLS Carnage and Malvinius, Brightcats, Kenworth, Calisan, along with Captain Jack, as Judy Bootybot jumps into the finish. An incredibly high speed finish. We just nearly missed it. Some foliage near the end of the racetrack. 50 seconds as the top 5 are in. Oh my goodness, high speed. These lasers, I don't think these lasers will hurt you, but they're here. Not quite sure. I also hope that I don't want them to mess with F1 TV. I think it's a good thing. I think we got a good thing there. And then by messing with it or making there be hullabaloo about getting it on the Apple TV app and where do you do it, and then is it just not on TV at all? You're not even gonna, okay. Fireline coming from the left side, 13 seconds. This is going to be a dangerous one now. There's going to be less time than everybody thought. Another J. Martin's only got 8 seconds to bring it up and down. Up! Nup! Well, congratulations. Go to Judy Bootybot, FLS Carnage, and Malvinius, your podium here on the Fire Area Adventure. Thank you to Lexi Bexy for the level. Top 10, rounded out by 4th place, Ken Worf leading Brykaz, Cal SN, Archeron Vaugh, Captain Jack in 9th, leading Musical Chemist in 10th place. 18 people entered, only 17 of them finished. It's Duke McAwesome getting that final point, and that is a bonus point for another J. Martin for being the only person to DNF in that race. Can you believe it? Let's load up another track and get ready for number 7. Loading up now. Race number 7 here. It's the colorful turning adventure. Thank you to Ian for the level. Join us. Exclamation mark plays. Which you type in the chat to get anywhere with your name on it. You've probably seen, you might have seen, there's a new video game demo out for The Final Sentence. It's a battle royale style game where you and up to 40 people are set at typewriters, and each one of you's got a big guy in a trench coat with a gun next to you, and you have to do a typing. You're all doing a typing exercise, and every time you make 3 mistakes, the big guy puts a bullet in the chamber and spins it and Russian roulettes you, and then whoever finishes the whole document first wins, and everyone else gets blasted by their own trench coat guys. Everyone has a trench coat guy, if you don't believe it. It's very expensive. And it's a demo. It's a game that's seemingly still in development. But what has been great is that the game is glitched or slightly bugged, and people, especially streamers, are finding out that it has voice, has VoIP. So if you chat, you can chat and hear other people. And also the settings for the VoIP seemingly don't work, such that you cannot mute your mic and you cannot turn down the volume of other people hearing other people in the game. There's a really good one, the Squeaks incident. The streamer Squeaks, where he was playing and he was talking to his chat and he was getting excited. And then who was it that was, maybe it was Moist Critical or someone, was all playing at the same time and ended up in his lobby and heard Squeaks' like whole exchange, whole thing, and got distracted so much so that he lost, and Squeaks ended up winning that whole round. All right, we are off here for race number 7, the colorful turning adventure. Thank you to Ian for the level. Our racers are off in the opening funnel now. It's very fun. It's just a very funny thing to make it it's themed like a horror, movie. It's dark and dingy, and it's really funny to make the torture a little bit literal. Where especially streamers who are, kind of vulnerable. We're a little vulnerable. Making it so that there's VoIP in the game, and even if they think they turned it off, it's not off. It's not good. They should fix the bug. I agree. They should fix the bug. Arc Run not bugging anyone. A huge gap behind as Archeron leads through a curly queue now. Malvinius, a whole piece of the track behind Calisan, Judy Budout, and Ken Wharf, your front pack as these 16 races are ready to make it through this colorful level. Some of our backpack are being slowed up by this Steve here. Back at the front, Archeron making it through a mill. Malvinius, Calisan, and Ken Wharf having a look as well. Bunch of switchbacks in this part of the level. A minute 30 elapsed so far in the clock. Archeron out of the tunnel of love of hell. Malvinius out as well. Calisan. And with Ken Wharf. Archeron in a Ferris wheel now, along with Malvinius. Both of them getting spat back out. Archeron, first one to make it all the way through. Malvinius, next one. It's a set of DNA shufflers. Oh, it's a bad line for Archeron. Malvinius with the clean line, overtaking in the final stretch. Malvinius just overshooting a little bit into that turn. Let's see what will this next look like. A major undershoot from Malvinius, going way, way backwards. Maybe getting a bump drive here from Red Hat Jesse or Calisan. We're both now vying for the lead. Calisan with the clean line through everything and at the front of the pack. That's a win for Cal SN ahead of Red Hat Jesse. And then in just a photo finish for third, it's Captain Jack. Top five are in 1 minute, folks. Bring it home. Oh. Bring it home, comma, parentheses. Oh. Top 10 are in. Ooh, there we go. Congratulations. Go to Cal SN, your winner here on the colorful Turning Adventure. Thank you to Ian for the level. Podium rounded out by Red Hat Jesse and Captain Jack 913 here on race number 7 tonight. Top 10 rounded out by Cheesy Popcorn in 4th place, leading on FLS Carnage. Archeron, Duke McAwesome in 7th, leading Malvinius, Vaugh, and Colin J. Crawford in 10th. Bonus points for this one. It's 15th place. Ken Wharf getting last place, and Riss C as the only DNF racer getting an extra bonus brownie point here in our custom league. Let's load up another track. Why don't we? Getting to the halfway point this evening. Join us for race number 8, the Crooked Curling Waters. Thank you to Bronco Mama for the level. Bang that play, folks. Take a look at the standings here halfway through. Our movers and shakers tonight. Who has made the most points in one night? So far, it's been Judy Bootybot shaking that thing at the top, 45 points tonight, alongside Callison with 39, Vaugh on 33, Ken Wharf on 28, Malvinius on 26, as is Colin J. Crawford. Find your sets at anytimemarbles.win. It's a website. Join us, Exploration Mark Play. I don't use chat. I don't use Chat GPT. I use some AI stuff, but Chat GPT is not really a thing that I use. Now they're saying that the thing's just gonna sext with you. You can just do it inside of Chat GPT. It'll just erotic role play with you. You don't need to go and you don't even need to do the thing where you go to like a more shady provider.
And the roof opened.
That seems crazy to me. Isn't OpenAI supposed to be the ones that are like, aren't you gonna like solve cancer or something? What is solving cancer? The bank accounts for impoverished African folks from crypto. Like, shouldn't AI be out here like solving healthcare or the criminal justice system or Red Eye Jesse, where do I sign up? No, this is more important. It's just like the people who are horny with AI have found it. They've I think a lot of the AI horny guys have found homes to land. Join us here. 23 seconds. I think they found a place to land. It just seems that would be like Facebook, like building. It would be like Facebook doing that. Especially since Facebook has a bunch of AI stuff. Okay, we are here for race number 8, the Crooked Curling Waters. Thank you to Bronco Mama for the level. Our racers are off in the opening section of this rather dark aquatic themed level. In the crook of the opening stretch, Ledwin, Cheesy Popcorn, Brighthouse, and Malvinius. First one's off the block. 20 seconds elapsed so far. Vaugh, FLS, Archeron, Duke McAwesome, Riss, Jack, and Musical Chemist as everyone starts to file out. Ledwin, Cheesy Popcorn, Malvinius, and Brighthouse still at the front as they deal with the poppers. Going through a splitter section here. Splitting up, diverging. At what point will they converge, reverge, the verge? Splitting up now as the flippers move. These seem to be identical sections, so probably not too much chaos on account of whichever side people end up on. We're following Cheesy, who is on Ledwin's tail, trying to keep it cheesy, going through this infinity parking structure. Make sure you keep your ticket, folks. You have to pay on exit. FLS leading on the other side. Pulling up the rear, Ken Worf, and Cal SN. Ken Worf. I don't know. Red Eye Jesse thing, there's always room for improvement in the AI pornography game. I don't doubt that. In fact, I agree with that. Not speaking from experience, but I agree with that. But it's weird for OpenAI to be the one to do that. It's weird for Sam Altman, who just put out a big generative AI video deepfake application, nay social media website, and then to say our company's gonna have our products sext you. Our robot products are going to try to fuck you over your phone, and you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna like it. You're gonna pay for it. You're gonna pay for it. Sam Altman getting on your phone when it's a text when your pants go off. You're gonna pay for this. You open up Pornhub and the little guy from SimCity pops up whenever you don't have 100% road funding. You're gonna regret this. Cheesy Popcorn with a decisive lead so far. 2:30 here on the Crooked Curling Waters. A bit of a gap to Malvinius in second place, Ledwin and Bry Kaz. Captain Jack, Musical Chemist, Red Hat Jesse. As a racer into the final oh no! It's another bullshit level. Musical Chemist and Red Hat Jesse are doomed. There is no way for them to get points. The end of the road is a damn dead end. Dead as a damn door dog. You can't put your dog as a door. It'll die. All of our racers are stopped on the points paying side. Captain Jack Brick has Cheesy Popcorn, Malvinius. It'll be Cheesy. First one through, top 4 are in. Oh my goodness. As the other side, the Fateful Dead are out. 1 minute on that red clock for Callison. Oh my god. Who is doing this? Did Bronco do the other one too where this happened? There we go. Did Bronco do the other one? I need to know. Congratulations. Go to Cheesy Popcorn, your winner here on the Crooked Curling Waters. Thank you to Bronco Mama for a level. Alongside Captain Jack and Malvinius, that's your podium here in race number 8 today. Top 10 rounded out by 4th place, Bry Kaz leading Colin J. Crawford, Jake Schneider, Ledwin, Vaugh in 8th place, leading Judy Bootybot and Ken Worf 0-4 in 10th. And look at that. Next one down, it's Cal SN34 in 11th, getting that last place point. Shouty outy. Cal SN. Let's go to another track. At the halfway point this evening, I want to give you a couple of words. Thanks for joining. Thanks for subscribing here on Twitch, twitch.tv/BragCaz. Thank you to everyone who subscribes, follows, gives us all the live chat. Join us over on Patreon, patreon.com/LFGX. 4 little letters, unlimited marbles, racing to join the pay-to-win points scheme, as well as get access to the Two Tusks podcast. Oop, that's not the button I wanted to hit. To the Two Tusks podcast, which I hear there are rumblings of more tusks to be twoed. Keep an eye out here. Patreon.com/LFGX. Get into the Discord, marbles.win/Discord, for all of the goodness. All right, well, let's do this damn thing. We're loaded up now for race number 9. Join us, exclamation mark, please. What you type in the chat, it's swirly rainbow twist. Thinking of immersive design for the level. That's right. Jeff and I we're talking a little bit about doing some more Two Tusky style podcasting soon. I've got some ideas for good stuff for us to do. I don't want to tip my hand on what the ideas are, but I think but it's gonna be, we've got some fun. I've got some fun ideas. He's got some ideas, and it'll be cool. And of course, if you're on Patreon, you'll get it first and best, and probably fullest too. Join us, folks. 90 seconds. Exclamation mark plays, which type in the chat to get a marble with your name on it. Have you guys seen the new Tim Robinson show on HBO, The Chair Store? I think there's only one episode out now. It's very good. It's very good. It feels a little bit like the Friendship movie that Tim Robinson was in. It does have some I think you should leave vibes to it, especially in the type of humor. But also, it is, it's kind of the thing about Friendship that I think made it fit into being feature length is that, like, Tim Robinson didn't write it. And so it kind of kept itself to a certain structure, where I think this show, which is written by him and the co-creator, I don't know how many episodes it'll be, but it's funny. It's good. I had some big LOL moments. I ishballed all over the place. I'm ishballing my damn brains out. 9 seconds now for race number 9 tonight. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and they are off. Here in the swirly rainbow twist, thinking immersive design for the level. In the opening curly straw, everyone's just trying to draw as fast as they can. Not going to be any chaos until they actually make it out. And look at this level. It's kind of a wide, Jiminy. This reminds me a lot of, is it Frozen 2? The Frozen 2 level here on Marbles. Are these boosts, these high-speed boost sections, maybe? I hope so, because otherwise this seems a little rote. But you know what? With the world record being 216, this should be some pretty good speed. All right, well, we're watching Stashman 2. Oh, and then there's some debris to offer some bonkage and chaos. Stashman, Risky, Musical Chemist, Brykaz with the big overtake into was that first place, second place, maybe? Everyone is zooming through this track now. Stashman 2 zooming into the next section. Oh, Bryke has overtaking. Look at that. Risk C overtaking for second place now. Stashman 2 got the commentator's curse. Couldn't keep as much speed. Bryke has hitting a level up. There's a... We still don't really know what the level ups do, but they're here on this track. Oh, I think I missed a boost there. Oh my goodness, Risky hitting an incredibly high speed boost. No wonder these sections are so spread out and wide. Risky with a huge gap here. We're trying to keep an eye on if anybody else hits that hyper speed section. Cheesy Popcorn second place to do it. Whoa, even faster. Going boost after boost after boost. Musical Chemist even further now. Oh my goodness. Look at we've never seen Marbles move like this. Musical Chemist. Vaugh, Cheesy Popcorn, Risk C, Bryke has. Everyone's hitting the boosts. Trying to get as close to hitting every boost they can in the final stretch. Musical Chemist in the drop. Dropping to the finish line box. Now, it could be someone hits another high speed momentum here, but no, that'll be a win for Musical Chemist now. Everyone is making their way through the rest of the track. Very high. You know what? We haven't seen tracks that get this high speed. Gonna hit you with the hurry up music. 45 seconds on that big red clock up at the top. Go. Top 10 are in. Here we go. Whoa. Congratulations, go to Musical Chemist, your winner here on race number 9 tonight. Alongside Cheesy Popcorn and Captain Jack, your podium here in the swirly rainbow twist. Negative immersive designs for the level. Top 10 rounded out by 4th place. Vaugh leading on Stashman 2. Colin J. Crawford, Red Hat Jesse, Risk C, Bryke has, and Duke McAwesome in 10th place. Scrolling through its 14th place, Geek Boy MN in that last place brownie point. Shout out to the Geek Boy, shouty outy. And we got to get some Franker Z's for our DNF friends. They do need the Franker Z's, if you can believe it. Let's get number 10 going. Loaded up now for race number 10, the curious, unpredictable precipice. Thing to Bosher say for the level. Join us. It's race number 10. Is anybody else freaking out about the new YouTube user interface update? I'm freaking out just a little bit. It's just the buttons are really big. Way too, I don't know why they're rounded. They don't look right. Now I have a bunch of different extensions and stuff on my browser to make YouTube look good and make other websites look good. So that stuff takes time to update. But the new YouTube, I don't know. What I really don't like about the YouTube UI is the gradient that they put under the UI. Netflix does this too, where if you pop up the UI, they have to make this big, dark, super feathered out gradient in front of everything because they won't just make a UI design that can stand on its own. 70 seconds to join us, folks. One of the things that I use that extension for is to get rid of the big gradient drop shadow on everything. But yeah, YouTube look a little strange. Maybe look a little strange lately. 1 minute to join us, folks. Speaking of YouTube, I posted a link to this in their Discord, marbles.win/Discord. A fun new video from abroad in Japan, who, you know, Chris Broad has been in Japan for a long time and making videos about it. but ended up doing like went and found some like private racetrack in Japan, and it's like super exclusive, super reach, very expensive. And then they drove some little K cars out there, which was fun. It's a fun video, even with the like 10-minute interlude in the middle to talk about how the condo association is set up, to tell you about the bylaws and who's allowed to buy property there. All right, it's race number 10. We're off on the curious, unpredictable precipice. Thank you to Bosher Say for the level. Musical chemist Ken Worf, Cheesy Popcorn, Ledwin. First one's off the block now. Race number 10. And it was cool seeing what a like car video looks like on the Abroad in Japan channel, because he's not a car guy. I mean, he talks about like what it's like living in Japan a lot, or does stuff in Japan, but doesn't do like a lot of car stuff. Usually car guys do a lot of car guy stuff because it takes a lot of investment. It's a lot of money. But I think because they used very cheap little K cars, and they could make basically a brochure for this racetrack / condominium. That all worked out. Cheesy Popcorn, Risk C, Duke McAwesome, and Ledwin, some of your front runners here on the unpredictable precipice. Look at this. It's a big. Hey, look, it's a part of the marbles tracks, but it's been made extra large. Actually, these needles are freaking me out. What the hell are these things? What the hell are these things? We haven't seen a dingle dongle like that in quite some time. We're trying to catch up. Who's at the bottom of this reservoir? We see Risk C, first one to drop in the next section there. Red Hat Jesse looking in second place. Oh, there's explosives on the track. Effortless Carnage somehow flying in the middle of the air. Gonna hit an explosive, hit the death plane. Oh no, same for Calasan. They're making it into the hamster ball. You want to make it out. And this one, it's easy. You just have to drop through the bottom. You don't have to get the escape velocity. Captain Red Hat, Ledwin, Bryke has front runners. 2 minutes on the clock so far. Captain Jack leading into a Steve section now. Bonking! Gonna lose some speed now. It'll be Red Hat Jesse with a clean line. High speed, avoiding the laser and the explosive barrel. Those are going to cause some chaos in the background, surely. Kevin Jack having a look for second place. Red Hat Jesse in the final stretch now. Avoiding the final stanchions. No lateral movement at all. This will be a clean win now for Red Hat Jesse, the winner of race number 10. 1 minute on the big red clock, folks. Top 4 are in. Looking for 10th in last place. Jake Schneider's got 30 seconds to bring it in, but you gotta bring it in. Plenty of time. Stashman elsewhere on the track, solidifying Jake's 10th as long as Jake doesn't get stopped by any of these bumpers. No problems at all. Easy peasy. There we go. Whoa. Top 10 rounded out by Red Hat Jesse. Excuse me, top 10. And it's 10. Your winner. It's Red Hat Red Hat Jesse, your winner here on race number 10, the curious, unpredictable precipice, alongside Captain Jack and Archeron. Top 10 rounded up by Judy Bootybot, Bryke has Malvinius, Geek Boy, Risk C, Musical Chemist, and Jake Schneider in 10th and last place. Gotta get some Frankersies for DNF friends. They do need that Frankersies, if you can believe it. Loading up race number 11 tonight. Loaded up now for race number 11. Join us, exclamation mark play. It's the big bizarre castle. Taking an airborne corn for the level. Bang that play, folks. Speaking of porn, corn and porn. Did you guys see this story of the guy in the Department of Energy who inadvertently, to take his word for it, accidentally backed up 187,000 pornographic images to a government server, government drive. 90 seconds. I guess here's my reading. Dude had it on a thumb drive. This was like his porn. This was like his porn stash. "Quote unquote 30 years of porn." Tried to use the drive at work for something else, thinking this stuff is all separated. It won't get on the G drive. 6 months later, it syncs or copies them somehow to the drive. 6 months later, the government approaches him and is like, "Hey, what the fuck? What the fuck?" Apparently, he was also going to use that stash of porn to train an AI model. I don't really know. He probably was like in shock and said that, because he shouldn't have said that. That makes it sound like he was going to do it at work. I would like to think that this guy wasn't going to do it at work. He was going to do it at home. He just happened to have the same. It just happened to be the same drive. All right, we are here. We are off on the big bizarre castle, race number 11. This is not Castle Siege, but it is a castle themed level. Ooh, look at this. Now this is kind of what I would expect a Marbles level themed around a castle. It would have normal marble pieces, and then there would be castle turrets kind of all around. There kind of wouldn't be a lot of like harmony or interplay between the two ideas. Oh no, there's a little bit over here. Sorry, we're spoiling the whole thing. We're off. FLS Carnage and Brycast. First one's through the opening funnel. Duke McAwesome, Colin J. Crawford, Ken Worf, and Red Hat Jesse neck and neck. Whoa! There's a damn carburetor. There's a damn spigot that won't let you go through unless the thing is open. Bryke has an FLS Carnage. First one's into this little copyright mill. Copy right, copy left. We're not sure anymore who will be out first. FLS had a look, but couldn't get the right look. Brycast and FLS both going counterclockwise, anti-clockwise even. Brycast getting the escape velocity first. FLS going backwards, going regular clockwise, clock unwise, I might say. Brycast and FLS Carnage still fighting first, getting a little doggy as they split up onto the same side. It's a minute 30 now into the DNA structure, shuffling a little bit of an overshoot, a little bit of an undershoot. Oh, FLS Carnage undershoots, loses, gonna lose that second place surely, as Ken Worf and Risk C all have a look. FLS holding on to second as Brycast misses the escape velocity. Oh my goodness, folks. What is this, amateur hour? Are you getting paid by the hour? By the amateur hour here? Brycast going on the far side, FLS Carnage going on the near side, splitting up, can't get doggy like that, no. Third place for Ken Orf, Risk C, Ledwin, Captain Jack, and Duke McAwesome all fighting at the top of the pack. Brycast trying to skip through this boost section here. FLS having a bit of a time with it. Oh my mother. 2:22 on the clock as Brycast goes in the final stretch. No explosives, no stoppers, no nothing. That's a win for Brycast. Let's go. Hara, hara. Uchina, uchina. Hitting you up with the hurry up music. Ucha. Kim Jack asking if the porn collection started with the floppy disk. I'm not even going to do that. Kids don't even know what a floppy disk is anymore. Because my generation also didn't only like begrudgingly learned what floppy disks were. Judy Bootybot out on the track, banking that last place. Cheesy Popcorn also out there. 20 seconds should be plenty of time, but cutting it a little bit close for that last place point, I think. You mean the save button? Yes, the save button. Oop, there we go. And also the auto-saving message. Congratulations go to Brian Kaz. You're winning around the Big Bazaar Castle alongside FLS Carnage and Risk C, your podium here in race number 11 tonight. Thank you to Airborne Corn for the level. Top 10, rounded out by 4th place, Duke McAwesome, leading Captain Jack, Ken Worf, Musical Chemist, Ledwin Colin, and Cal SN Intense. Scrolling down, 17 people finished out of 18 people who entered. It's Cheesy Popcorn getting that last place point. And yes, another bonus point for Jake. Bonus points, Jake. Jake Schneider getting that last, getting a only DNF bonus point. The only person who got a DNF. Could use some Franker Z's, but hopefully the bonus point will help sting. Let's set up on the track. Loaded up now for number 12. Big redemption guarantee. Thinking of Dudeanator. Here we go for the level. I can read. I know how to read. It's not a big deal. All right, join us now for let's do a little bit of a race. Let's do a little bit of a fly through here. The big redemption guarantee. Is this like a, what is a big redemption guarantee? Like a jackpot? Like a lottery? Is this a lottery? Hello? There's like a black box here? Hello? And then we got a ziggurat here with some lasers. Hello? 90 seconds to join us here, folks. A big drop! Okay, a big drop into a funnel. Looks like a tunnel, maybe? Is it covered? Some more laser section. Okay. Yeah, well, we'll find out here. The big redemption guarantee. Join us 70 seconds until we get started with race number 12. Of course, if you're enjoying this, we will be back in 7 days' time. LFG Marbles Season 13, Thursday evenings, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We are in the middle, near the end even, of Season 13, but we've got a couple of one-night challenges for you. After Week 8, we'll be doing the Hurry Cup, a one-night challenge, and then the next day on Halloween, we'll be doing the Plastic Cup. That's right, a double header, 2 races in 2 days, 2 matches even in 2 days, if you can believe it. 25 seconds now for race number 12. Very good question from Captain Jack. Where are the lights? There's some light. I think maybe that's a covered section here. I think maybe that's like a protected Steve with like a covering over it. But it is a little bit. The lasers help with a little bit with the lights a little bit. All right, here it's time for race number 12. 20 racers ready, registered, and they are off. The big redemption guarantee. Thinking to Dudeanator for the level. First one off the block. It's Risk C, Ken Worf, Stashman 2, Red Hat Jesse, Arkrun, and Bobcat as they go through the opening curly queue. Risk C leading into the chicane worms. Oh, you got to get out of the chicanery. Avoid the chicanery. It's so slow. Bobcat knows what to do with chicanery. Ignore it. Nobody else managing to do so. This is going to be a huge gain for Bobcat going into the black box. Everybody. Risk C and Stashman 2, Ken Worf, some of the leaders now making it out of the chicane worm as Bobcat has a little bit of trouble with the elevator. Maybe his competitors will have the same issue, but this is going to be a tough one. Bobcat trying to get out. We can barely see Bobcat. You want to get out of there, buddy. Get out of there. You want to go forward. Hit the big button. That big button. Look at the boost button. There you go. 47 seconds elapsed. Bobcat switching back now, hoping to get to that ziggurat. Try to hold some of this advantage that Bobcat got from avoiding the chicane worm. 1:08 now, as Stashman and Colin J. Crawford have both broken down some of this gap severely. Musical Chemist in the mix as well. Breck has Jake Schneider in Risk C next in that backpack. Bobcat, Stashman all going through the funnel now really quickly. They had a big drop, but they got in and out rather quickly, it would seem. So you look at that. You can see yours truly, Risk C. Jake Schneider overshooting just a little bit, but should be able to make it out on the second pass through. You will. Stashman 2 now out of that covered section. Yes, it was a covered section with a fast double Steve. Needs to be protected. Colin and Stashman going through the cones of Dunshire. Stashman getting a little slowed down, learning the rules as Colin goes into the cubes, led into the cubes, but they've both gotten stopped and slowed down. Bobcat and Risky bringing some speed into the cubes and out of it. Colin having a look for the lead. Still some lasers on the track. Watch out. Don't get lateral. Don't bump into the wall. It's collapsing. Some mills into a chamber pot now. Ooh, everyone is keeping it pretty safe on this the breakaway wall section. FLS will be the first one to fall. It's a jumping bumping strainer. It's bouncy. Who will make it out? It will be Geek Boy, the first one to actually cross the plane into the finish line. We're gonna hit you with the hurry up. Oop! I hit the wrong screen. Gonna hit you with the hurry up music, folks. Top 9 are in. We're gonna get that 10th place. There it is. It's Archron who's gonna get last place. I like bouncy. The bouncy property that they added to the level editor. Thumbs up. More bouncy pieces. Is Malvinius going to get last place? Will Malvinius bring it home? Should be easy. Could be easy. And it was. Congratulations. Go to Geek Boy MN. Your winner here alongside Musical Chemist and Captain Jack. Your podium on race number 12 tonight. The Big Redemption Guarantee. I get a Dudinator for the level. Top 10 rounded out by yours truly in 4th place. Leading Stashman 2, Callus and Risk C. Jake Schneider in 8th. Leading Colin J. Crawford and Archeron in 10th. 20 people entered, only 15 of them finished. It was Malvinius in 15th, getting the last place point. Shouty howdy. It's Malvinius. Let's load up another track. Malvinius with the right attitude. Points are points. That's good sportsmanship. That's good marblesmanship. Captain Jack breaking the 400-point barrier. 420 points at the top of the timing tables for season 13. 420 points, bro. 420 points, bro. Loaded up now for race number 13. Join us! Exclamation mark place. We just added with your name on it. Some more F1 news. It's F1 news time. Mercedes announced that they renewed their contracts with Kimi Antonelli and George Russell, which seemed other than the whole Max Verstappen of it all, of potentially trying to scope Max out, they seemed like pretty no-brainers. And to kind of hear scuttle about it, Mercedes had a lot of leverage to take their time with both of those renewals. But it's a bit of a weird one that they only announced single year renewals for both of the fellas, both of the drivers, instead of like a multi-year deal. Now granted, like Kimmy's young and George is good. George is good. Right? Colin says Russell been punching above that car's weight. Absolutely. But then just like the kind of arm's length distance that Mercedes wants to give with George in the hopes that they can turn Kimi into Max Verstappen. And it seems like you can do both. If you make a Max Verstappen out of Kimi Antonelli and he's got George Russell next to him, that's good. That's good. That's gonna look at the Punnett square. Look at draw a Punnett square, Toto. Mandel had a whole thing about this. Draw a Punnett square. Go and draw a Punnett square. 6 seconds now for race number 13. The Ghoulish Rough Fright. Thinking of West Tex Stargazer. Our racers are off in the opening funnel now.
Wow.
Captain Jack leading Geek Boy and Jake Schneider in the opening Parabolica. Bobcat and Risk C on the inside line with Judy Bootybot. That'll be a net overtake as the racers start to break that centrifugal force down and down and down into the end of the funnel. Risk C now as we get out of the helicopter cam. See all of the racers filing out now. 36 seconds elapsed as Vaugh, Kenworth, and Malvinius pull up the rear. Risk C going through a Steve now. Cannot get the escape velocity like Bryke can. Colin in second. Geek Boy in third. Judy and FLS having a bit of a look for fourth as the races are going in and out of a elevator into a mini funnel. Geek Boy in the lead now of this race. Bryke and Colin J. Crawford, though, on his tail, going into the reservoir section now, ready for a tunnel of love of hell. Bonk, bonk, bonk for Geek Boy and everyone. Colin bonking. Bryke has bonking. It's Colin leading into the next section. Going into the hamster ball, trying to escape, trying to get into the little pit here. You got to get into the pit and then get escape velocity out. Ooh, I almost had a quick look on the inside. You gotta just dip a toe. Just gotta dip a toe. 136 now. It'll be Break Has with a bit of a bump draft for Geek Boy. Colin bumping Geek Boy just a bit here. As escape velocity is escape velocity. Doesn't matter. Just like points. Geek Boy with a clean shoot through the cannon section. We got a Captain Jack DNF. Sorry about it, Captain Jack. Make sure you stop by the media pen to give your interviews. Bryke has in the mill now. 2 minutes on the clock into the final stretch. Bryke has having a look from Geek Boy, trying to get the escape velocity with Leadwind on his tail. FLS Carnage and Risk C all in the mix, trying to clean their lines, clean their rooms. Bryke has shooting into the finish win, and that's a win. Finish win for the win. 50 seconds on that big red clock. Top two are in. Once they make it to the cannon. Oh, Jake Schneider couldn't land it, didn't break the plane. Oh my goodness, I was just going to say how as long as you got into the cannon, you would surely make it, and then Jake didn't do it. Truly the commentator's curse in effect this evening. There we go. Get me out of here. Congratulations. Go to Bryke Has alongside Geek Boy MN and Stash Man to your podium for race number 13. The Ghoulish Rough Fright. Thank you to West Texas Stargazer for the love. Top 10 rounded out by fourth place. FLS Carnage leading Redhead Jussie. Judy Bootybot, Risk C. Colin J. Crawford, Bob Cat, and Ken Worf in 10th place. 19 people entered, only 14 of them finished. It's Archeron 42 in 14th place, getting that last place point. Shouty howdy to Archeron. Load up another. I'm continuing my algorithm bending. Hello. I'm continuing my algorithm bending. My TikTok now. First off, new trend alert. Beep beep beep. beep, 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 beep. New trend alert in the pirated movie and TV clip community. It used to be you took your clip and you put an AI voiceover on top of it that was explaining what was happening in the scene, making it completely unlistenable, complete hodgepodge and chaos. Now that meta has been replaced with take your clip that you want to steal, put on top of it top quotes from The Good Place, from Mad Men, whatever, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like a list. But then at random points during this unedited, unbroken clip, take a word from a sentence that gets said and put it on the list. You might say this is not how you rank anything. Correct. It's not a ranking. It's all fake. It's all to make it look like, oh, this is actually a compilation. Oh, this is actually like substantive, transformative work. It is not. It's just more slop. It's just churning the slot machine. Churn it up, baby. Slot machine me up. Clover pits out. Slop, slop, slop. I will say it's better than the AI voiceovers because the AI voiceovers really sucked. They really sucked. They were really bad. They were tough to listen to. They were distracting. And also unhelpful. A net negative. Unlike the points total at the end of this 14th race, it will be a net positive as we get to the start and eventual end here of race number 14, the glamorous Nebula design. FLS Carnage, Ken Worf, and Bobcat, first ones off the block as everyone files out in a big rush. That Jake Schneider pulling up the rear? No one else? Okay. Oh, Ken Worf falling off the track. It's FLS Carnage leading into a fast, double protected Steve here. Judy Bootybot leading on the other side. Bryke has Ledwin, FLS, and Malvinius all having a look. Oh, whoa, our racers finding a very dangerous shortcut. Cheesy Popcorn can't land that shortcut like everyone else can. It's basically not a shortcut. It's just kind of the way the track is not designed for this. It literally is not designed for this, despite the fact that the physics seem to make it anything other than a complete... No, never mind. Red Hat Jesse having to go the right way. Going to be very slow also, if you can believe it. FLS Carnage out of a mini funnel now. Going down the spiral staircase. Malvinius on his heels. Vaugh and Colin, Brycehaz and Captain Jack going upstairs, downstairs, thinking of all the right things they should have said. Who is going to be out first? It will be FLS Carnage. No chaos on the stairs. Don't fight on the stairs, folks. Look at this level. This is pretty. I've always said the kaleidoscopic effects that they're able to pull off with marbles is really interesting and cool. I've always said this. I'm always saying this. I say this every day. I wake up and I say the kaleidoscopic elements that marbles designers put together belong in the Louvre. We need to take this marbles design. We need to take the STL file of this track and put it in the Louvre. On a floppy disk, of course. FLS Carnage and Malvinius trying to get out of this hamster ball that they find themselves in. FLS in the hamster ball as well. 2:02 on the clock as Malvinius and Vaugh are filing out of that hamster ball now, avoiding some sort of Tesla decoration. Hopefully, it doesn't actually do the Tesla. Those Tesla machines, they're a damn nuisance in marbles. Malvinius leading on Vaugh, 220. They go here on the near side. Now this near side is a little bit longer. If anyone can get a clean line through the center side, you could cut a lot of this track time that the sides will have to go. But the sides are safe. Most people will go on those sides. We see FLS Carnage going here on your left side. So does Colin and Brycehaz. Bobcat having a look on that side. Judy Bootybot and Captain Jack having to wait for the blocks on the other side. Malvinius and Vaugh out of the hamster balls on your left side of the screen. Nobody's in the hamster ball out. It's Malvinius trying to build a gap. Don't want to get bumped. Don't get stopped. Don't get bopped. No, doesn't get popped. Only 7 people still on the track here. There's been a lot of marbles shed. Red Hat Jesse tempting this. No, is just running in last place in the hamster ball. Sorry, that was a camera perspective issue. Top 2 are in. 1 minute on the clock as 7 players are in the running for points paying positions today. You're on race number 14. Red Eye Jesse not having anyone to bump off of, trying to have to make it out of the hamster ball slowly on their own. Bonking on the Steve here, 25 seconds. This could be a tight one. There's the fire line, the Stephen Heck line coming to John Culling. Anyone still out on the track? Going to the bob. Ooh, a bonk. Ooh, a double bonk. Oh, a triple bonk for Red. Oh, and then oh no! 8 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3. There we go. Oh. Whoa. Congratulations. Go to Malvinius, your winner here on race number 14. The glamorous Nebula design. They get a Woody for the level. It's Malvinius alongside Vaugh and FLS Carnage on the podium. Top 6. Rounded out by 4th place. Bobcat leading Bryke Has and Colin J. Crawford in 6th and last place. I'm going to need a lot of Frankerzies in chat for everyone else who entered and did not finish. Let's let them into the track. 3 more tracks to go. We're back on some standard levels. Let's load it up. I can't be the big mover and shaker at the end of the night. I can't do it 2 nights in a row. They won't let me. Join us. 2 minutes. No, excuse me. Just a few moments. So we get started with Temple of Steve, race number 15. 3 more races to go, folks. 3 more chances to get points. Okay, so we had the new trend in pirated clips. It's no longer the AI, voiceover. It's you do a fake listicle. But I also know we're still post flip switch, where it's showing me a lot of the people who I subscribe to again, who I follow on TikTok. But it still really wants to give me very low traffic clips. It wants to give me a lot of them. Maybe that means I'm scrolling too much. It wants to give me a lot of little babushkas in Belarus. It wants to give me a lot of clips of some e-boys in Mexico. And they're not good picks. They're not good picks. They're very deep fried picks. It really thinks I need to see a lot of like AI generated images of Jesus of Nazareth coming down from a cloud and through the pearly gates while it speaks something in Spanish. I think that's profiling. Frankly. 35 seconds, folks. I think it's profiling. I will not, I will not elaborate either. That's my right. My freedom of non-expression. 20 seconds, folks. I need to get a new jacket. I've had this jacket for a while, but it doesn't fit. And look, I'm not the same size I was 10 years ago. Or 6 years ago, or whenever I got this a while ago. 3 seconds now for race number 15, the Temple of Steve. We are reading in off. We see Bryke Hazrisi and Cal SN all in the back row. They were in the back row because they accidentally said something bad about the catering. Something bad about the food catering here at the paddock. You're not allowed to do that. They got some bad boy points on their license. Judy Bootybot with a strong lead going through the funnel now. Still in the opening turns. Judy Bootybot. Not the first one off. It'll be Colin. Cheesy, Judy Bootybot, Vaugh, and Geek Boy as the racers are now making it out of the funnel. Jake Schneider, Ken Worf, and Risk C pulling up the rear. As Colin and Cheesy with a clean line through the Steve. Moving on to the next section. No issues for Cheesy. Maybe getting a little lateral on the way out. FLS, Bobcat, Malvinius, Brightcast, and Lead win as your racers are still trying to funnel out of the Steve. That's what those rotating pieces are called. I think it's called Steve. We've assumed that these things are... Someone said that these were called Steves a good long time ago, and I never really challenged that fact. It's one of those facts I've really just been going off of context clues my entire life. We're gonna get like reached out to by the actual Marbles on Stream people one day, and they're gonna be like, oh, also those are not Steves. I don't know where you got that from. We called those paddles. Well, those are just paddles. And the S is silent. The S on top is a silent S. Bobcat, Ledman, and Brad Kaz all rushing through the final stretch. Now, this is a dangerous end of the level. Our racers are going to get into these strainer sections here, but the finish box, as you can see, is moving. So you have to not only get out of the strainer, but the finish line box has to be in your trajectory. Otherwise, you're just going to get DNF'd. It's going to be dangerous for Ledman and Bobcat, yes, as they break their centrifugal force. But I missed the box. Oh, no. No one has made it out yet. We're looking for the win. Who will do it? It will be Zero Evil. 1 minute on the clock now, folks. Bring it home. Oh, my gosh. Major bloodbath yet again. Only 2 people still out there. Red Hat Jesse, Ken Worf 04. Ken and Jesse both with clean lines out. Congratulations go to Zero Evil, your winner here on the Temple of Steve, alongside Vaugh and Callus, and your podium on race number 15 today. Top 6, rounded out by 4th place, Archeron, leading Ken Worf and Red Hat Jesse, your only finishers here on race number 15. Gotta get more Frankersies in chat for all of our demos. This was a quick one. This was a slightly quicker race. Two more races, let's do them. We're here for Devil's Chaos. Join us, ! Plays, which type in the chat to get a marble with your name on it. Race number 16 is Devil's Chaos, penultimate race of the evening. Join us, ! Plays, which type. Speaking of movies, or television, the opposite of movies. Movies and TV are opposites. They're like cats and dogs. I will not elaborate. Smiling Friends is back. The Adult Swim cartoon. It's on HBO as well. Well, it's just a great show. Just a good... It is very random humor. It is random, kind of non sequitur internet humor. But I think it's good. The first episode's got Connor O'Malley as one of the kind of the guest voice. 60 seconds, folks. Join us. It's good, but it is very random humor. I think like you will get the filter out point for Smiling Friends is right away at the title card, because it's really short and it's really fast. It's like a jingle, but it literally sounds like it's been sped up to like 100%. Because it's one of these like 11-minute Adult Swim shows, so they don't. You can't get away with doing like a 2-minute Aqua Teen Hunger Force theme song every week. You just gotta. And then if people tune off or get icked out by that, then they probably don't need to watch the rest of the show. 5 seconds now for race number 16, the Devil's Chaos. We're here and we're ready. We're revving, and we're off. Now, Vanessa, I recently ran through Harvey Birdman, and it is rad. Yes, brother. Harvey Birdman is fantastic. Now, I know that there was talk of there was like a brief spin-off, or maybe some sort of revival reunion, some sort of Bird Girl thing. I don't know what's up with those, but the canonical Harvey Birdman attorney at law, the canonical whatever amount of content we're describing that as, is so good. Really fun, really dense jokes, really dense joke writing, really like easily missable jokes, really highbrow, some highbrow and some lowbrow stuff. Oh my god, the one where Reducto, who is like obsessed with things being tiny and tries to make things tiny, he falls in love with a girl with kind of a big backside, and he perversely uses the reverse function on his shrink ray to make her booty bigger, and then ends up beefing with her ex-boyfriend. What does that say about me? That's like the something I'm remembering. We're shooting through the Devil's Chaos here. Vaugh, Cheesy Popcorn, and Archeron landing successfully, but not going into that center line. The center line's a little bit faster, I want to say. But this is a decisive part because the 3 different outports of the Devil's Chaos section here can go in different ways. You can go up this top section and then get dropped down in that funnel. You can end up in this infinity parking structure here. It takes forever to get through. Maybe you even end up on this center line where it ends up being really fast to skip a lot of the track. Let's see what they're doing. Vaugh and Judy Bootybot are in that infinity sign. That's going to be it's not a winning line. Archeron and Cheesy Popcorn on the other side, they're making some progress. Jake Schneider, Kenworth, and FLS Carnage also going for that infinity. Risk C going up and dropping into the strainer now. Is anyone going to make it on the center line? No one in the center line. That's usually a pretty quick way to get far in Devil's Chaos. 2:35 on the clock as Cheesy Popcorn overshoots on this. You always overshoot on these crossover sections. It's going to be a big gap lost for Cheesy Popcorn, but everyone in open air is kind of going to expect to overshoot the first time on this reservoir. Clean through on the second time for Cheesy. Risky, see, look, like Risky could catch a big gap, could close the gap here if it's a clean line out, but overshoots it just like everyone else does. Cheesy now through the reservoir. It's a slow one, but everyone gets up slow through the Steve or potentially the paddles with a silent S. Ooh, this is a slow through for Cheesy Popcorn. Vaugh, Judy, and Riss all have a chance here because this is a really slow through for Cheesy Popcorn and the very final stretch of Devil's Chaos. Risky gonna have a look with a clean line through the paddles. Oh my goodness, this will be a decisive second place for Risky. Cheesy Popcorn just ahead enough to secure the win. 4 people are in. We're hitting you with hurry up music. Big red clock counting down. Top 7 are in. Bring it home, folks. Everyone is... we've got points to give away as long as you finish Bobcat going in. Geek Boy with plenty of time. There we go. Congratulations. Go to Cheesy Popcorn, your winner here on Devil's Chaos. Race number 16 tonight. Alongside Risk C and Vaugh, your podium. here on this penultimate race. Top 10 rounded out by 4th place Dashman 2, leading on FLS Carnage, Ken Worf, Judy Bootybot, Jake Schneider in 8th, Bobcat in 9, and Geek Boy MN in 10th place, getting that last place and 10th place point. That's really how it works. Let's load up your final track of the evening. If you're enjoying Marbles, we will be back next Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, twitch.tv/Brightcast, or check out marbles.win for the links to the VODs, to the social media, to the Patreon, to the stats, to the calendar. You can get a calendar on your calendar. You can get email alerts, Discord alerts. Check it all out. Marbles.win. It's the website. If you want merch, you can also find that at marbles.win. We got shirts, we got hats, we got totes, all sorts of great stuff. If you're a Patreon subscriber, you get 10% off of every order. One more time, marbles.win. Speaking of that Patreon, we just mentioned it earlier, but we're going to be having some more Two Tusks coming out probably before the end of this year. You're going to get them first and best on Patreon. Patreon.com/LFGX. Make sure you check it out. Thank you so much. It's time for our final race of the evening. Castle Siege. Let's get started. Join us. 90 seconds on the clock. ! Play is what you'll type in the chat to get into our final race this evening. 16 up. One more down, folks. It's been interesting seeing the graffiti around Austin. The Austin graffiti scene is really interesting lately because it's very, it's obviously, I won't say counterculture because that assumes that the culture is the problem, but it's very, a little resist core, a little resist pilled. Someone had done a posterization, where you print out like a big image across a bunch of little images of that one picture of JD Vance, and his head is shaved and his face is all shiny and smooth. Just graffiti. There's an overpass that I drive by. And there's one little section where there's a raised portion and an under part of a raised portion, and just emblazoned across the top it says "No fuckboys allowed," which is a really funny thing to write in front of an overpass tent city. It's race number 17, our final race of the evening. 18 racers already registered, revving, and they are off. In the opening turns of Castle Siege, explosives moving racers forward, but not any of them landing on the track. 4-5 DNFs so far. It'll be 6 and 7, maybe even 8. Red Hat Jesse and Zero Evil trying to have a look at the lead, but they're going backwards now because of these explosives. Explosive barrels will target who's ever in first position for pretty much the duration of the race, at least until they bring it across the finish line, which means that being in the top position is one of the more dangerous spots to be in on this track, because you are the most likely to get hit by these barrels and go forward way too fast, or even potentially backwards, just like we see Jake Schneider having to deal with. 1 minute on the clock as FLS Carnage is also stopped on the track trying to move forward, as Jake Schneider is being blasted laterally, back, forth, up and down, all around. Jake is now giving the position up to FLS Carnage, who immediately turns around and hands it over to Stash Man 2, who finds just a small burst of speed before going backwards because of these explosives. They're everywhere, folks. These explosive barrels are causing a lot of trouble. It's Zero Evil's time to inherit the lead. It's Zero Evil's time down here. It's their time down here right now. Zero Evil going backwards, yet again. Opening the door for Ken Worf to inherit the lead with an incredibly slow speed. That'll give Ken Worf a boost forward, but into all of these explosives. The explosives are everywhere, folks. 11 people still on the track. Jake Schneider having a look as Ken Worf is stopped on the side of the track. Getting lateral. Getting stopped by the barrels. Ooh. Vaugh going lateral, trying to hold. Look at all of these barrels to go through. Vaugh cleans up just a little bit. Gonna be a big obstacle for everyone behind Vaugh. That may act as a bit of a... No! Vaugh into the air! Just as I was about to proclaim how much of a bit of a moat type effect those barrels would have, we forgot about the possibility of being shot into the air. You just get a little bit of air time, and these explosives will ruin your race. Ken Worf in the lead slowly, tippy-toeing around these explosive barrels, but that's not going to do it in P1. Redhead Jesse also slowly tippy-tappy in with Captain Jack. Captain Jack overtaking for P2, but has also to give up that space. Ken Worf, oh my goodness, 3 minutes elapsed on the clock. These barrels will go for another couple of minutes even. This could be this is giving everyone a chance to catch up, but the longer we're out here, the more barrels stay on the track, the longer this whole thing takes. We try to get an eye on where the finish line is. It's not even visible from us. It's just there, that little yellow line there that our racers have to try to reach. Not only reach, but also not overshoot. 3:40 on the track, on the clock, as your race leader Malvinius shot back to P4. Stashman 2 now going backwards. Just briefly stopped by an explosive barrel or two. It's eating up all the frames, folks. Dashman backwards now. We can time out. It is possible for Castle Siege to time out, but it takes a while. Zero Evil navigating through the barrels, trying to take advantage of some of the clear air, but going backwards. A moderate forward speed. That yellow line is the finish. The explosives are here. It's too fast for Zero Evil. Redhead Jesse inherits the lead as the explosive barrels are busy, distracted. It's going to open the door for Redhead Jesse just to sneak it in for a win. 1 minute on the clock. Only 8 people still on the track. The Stephen Heck line is out. Woo! Cheesy Popcorn is who we're following. Oh, it's actually FLS Carnage who's going backwards. Ken Worf also going backwards. Some of these explosive barrels are still out on the track and causing directional mishaps, is I think what the French stewards call it. In their native French, they call it directional mishaps. That's it. That's all we wrote, folks. Congratulations go to your winner of Castle Siege tonight, Red Hat Jesse, alongside Jake Schneider and Mal Vinius. Your podium on your final race of evening 7, week 7 even. Top 5, rounded out by Judy Bootybot and Sashman 2. 4th and 5th, the final racers, the only 5 finishers. We're going to take a look at your stats and come back with an update as we round out 17 races of racing, marbles racing action, that is. First up, your big movers and shakers today after 17 races. Oh, no. With 80 points. Once again, your race commissioner, Bry Kaz, leading Vaugh with 77 points, Captain Jack and Judy Bootybot on 74. Red Hat Jesse in 5th tonight, 69 points. Malvinia 6th with 66. 7th is Cheesy Popcorn with 63. Callison in 8th with 55. FLS Carnage on 54, alongside Colin J. Crawford also on 54 tonight. And your leader at the top of the season, back on top, your defending champion with 420 nice points, Captain Jack 913. Only person to break the 400 mark. Second place, 399 points, Cal SN 34. Just ahead of Archeron 42 with 395. Vaugh having a look on 4th place, 389 points. Risk C not far behind, 366. Top 10, Red Hat Jesse, FLS Carnage, Malvinius, Bry Cass, and Musical Chemist in 10th place. Find your sets at anytimemarbles.win. We got to do something about this. I can't be making the most points every night, two weeks in a row. Not allowed to do that. Join us elsewhere for more marbles. We'll be back in 1 week's time for the regular season finale, week 8. Here on LFG Marbles. That's Thursday, right here on Twitch. Make sure you subscribe over on Patreon. Make sure you follow us on Twitch. Follow us on the Instagram and the TikTok and the YouTube Shorts. Follow us. Join us in the Discord. Discord's a great time. Marbles.win/Discord. Or just go to marbles.win. It's a website with a link to all of that stuff. Make sure you join us. Thank you so much for checking this out. Hope you have a great rest of your week. We'll be back in 7 days' time. Bye! Go!